Hey everyone, I wanted to go over the new and exciting news that we got for Monster Hunter Rise on the Nintendo Switch. And remember, PC players are going to be able to get their hands on this brand new event quest next week when the 3.9 patch eventually drops, and both the PC and Nintendo Switch weekly event quests finally sync up, and everyone is going to be able to play those at the same time, sadly not with each other. And today we're going over the brand new event quest. It's called Monster Maniacs. And if you don't necessarily know how to pick up your event quests or any free downloadable items, make your way down to the Steelworks, speak to the courier cat, go all the way down to the add-ons option and claim anything that's labeled in white, be a free event quest, free downloadable items, or anything along those lines. So this event quest is an endurance event quest called Monster Maniacs. This is the second event quest that we got dropped on us this specific week. And it's a really interesting one, I'll say. First and foremost, you're going to be fighting in the lava caverns, and you're going to be going up against three separate monsters. You're going to be going up against a Volvidon, an Anjanath, and a Tigrex. Now, sadly, none of these monsters have any sort of boosted parameters. They're not going to be hitting you any harder. They don't have any more health. They're not faster. Their defense is the same. No different attacks. Everything is pretty much as you fought these monsters already in high rank. Sadly, that's just kind of the way it is. So Volvidon is just kind of like a sponge, is not really all that worrisome. He's just kind of rolling around. You kind of just drop him a couple of times, and he's not going to be really that much of a problem. He's never really been putting up a fight at all. Anjanath is a little bit more tricky if you're not necessarily, prepared to kind of like handle his attacks, but he's usually pretty predictable with all the moves that they do, so it's not necessarily anything you need to worry about. The fire attacks can be a little bit dangerous, but other than that, not a big deal. And Tigrex is probably the more annoying fight here, because Tigrex is always annoying with his constant running around and trying to truck people over and then combo them to a wall. But again, because he doesn't have booster parameters, not necessarily all that dangerous. So what you're going to be doing here is, once you finish this event quest and you make your way back down to town, what you're going to notice is that you have a couple of brand new poses in the form of the pose heart set. So this one is pretty much like your character doing little hearts and stuff like that. There's three different ones that you can toggle from. Your character will do half a heart to the left side, half a heart to the right side, and one heart hand motion type of thing with a little different pose. Presumably, if you do one of the half ones, someone else could line up with you and do the other side or whatever. But as we know, with the dance emoji and stuff like that and all those kind of things, the poses and the gestures that combine with there's a high five one as well or stuff like that, those necessarily never work. People don't have those, they have to buy them. So they're not going to spend the money to that kind of stuff. So it just doesn't necessarily work all that well. No one ever you're never going to find 4 people dancing unless it's a group of friends who all decided to buy it for a screenshot or whatever it is. So these don't necessarily work. I've never actually seen anyone do those kind of things. So, maybe this one does because it's free. But other than that, I wouldn't be expecting too much. I'm not a big fan of poses. I've talked about this before. I think they're just kind of cheap. Ultimately, they're just your character doing a very specific motion, whereas of gestures require your character to move. There's even voice lines added to them, so those are great. I like gestures a lot. Poses, I'm not a big fan of, so I always just kind of find these rewards to be kind of pointless. But again, it's free stuff, so it is what it is. And it is the second event quest that we got this week. I just talked about it yesterday when we got the Super Apex and Ogre event quest added into the game, which was a really fulfilling event quest added in. So that's about all the information that I wanted to go over. Again, the event quest is fine for what it is. The 3 monsters are not that much of a challenge, and the rewards are pretty mediocre at best, but we're kind of used to that already. If you're brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.